Good afternoon from Little Creek Bee Ranch. I wanted to share an important wood tip I thought was worth mentioning. What you're looking at is some products that we make, and really the reason I'm showing you, not really a sales piece but more about efficiency piece. When we cut our own brood boxes, we'll use a 1 by 12 by 10 foot plank, okay, and 2 of those planks gets us 3 boxes. But this width is cut down, and what's left over is a strip. It's about 1.5 inches wide. You've seen some, if you watched the wood cutting video, you saw us talk about this. This 1.5 inch wide strip is super important because it gets us lots of mileage down the road for some other pieces. So we use a 1 by 12 by 10 foot plank. It's number 1 white pine, and cut the planks down, left over 1.5 inch spacer. So here's the spacer, and you can get some multi-purpose use out of these spacers. You can just leave it blank, just like you see here, and throw on top for a sugar block or whatever, feeding patties or whatever you're doing. Just leave it as a blank spacer if you want to do that. Or we take them here. What I've been doing yesterday and today is making some new inner covers, because I'm short inner covers, and we'll air staple some masonite board on there and put on some 3/8 stock. Now that 3/8 rail, if you look at it, where's that come from? Well, that 3/8 strip comes right off of the rabbit when we cut the rabbit, because we don't use a dado blade. We lose too much material using a dado, so we'll make our specific cuts and we save the rabbit, or we'll cut some 3/8 stock, long strips of 3/8 stock, but we save that rabbit piece. So the inner cover, now I took some thought on how to do this because I like to feed differently than most. We'll cut holes in here with a saw cup, just the right size for a feeder to go in, and then a medium box can go on top of that, and they fit nicely inside there. The jars I like to feed from the back, and we're up off the top of the bars 3/8 of an inch, or I can turn it over and get a sugar block underneath there and still feed from the top. I like to do 2 quart jars so they get on down, and then a medium box on top. Or still yet, we'll cut blank masonite pieces and put over, 1 with a screen, 1 without. You get some variations with something like this, that you can let air flow or you can feed. I just didn't want to screen it in permanent. I want some variations, some variables there. But I like this. There's my 1.5 inch strip again, and just glued and stapled, and we'll actually wax all this in because we want that all sealed up around the side. I don't want to paint it, we'll just wax it in. Or you can take that strip, that 1.5 inch strip, and make you a bottom board. This is something we're doing also, is making bottom boards, and we'll cut the back side down to 1 inch, which leaves us a gap, if you can see. And we can build rails. We'll just go to Lowe's and go to where the shower molding is, and there's angle strips in there we can buy and cut down. And so we use that 1.5 inch strip to make some nice bottom boards, because we don't want a big old thick fat bottom board, we want it narrow. And we'll use again that 3/8 stock to put in a support piece right here for the porch. Just a little bit of support, but it's air stapled in this way and vertically. And we'll tack on some screen, and we push the screen out further so the feeder doesn't jam up against the screen when you slide it in, so we'll push the screen out further. But we make some nice bottom boards. That's pretty cool, that works. Or you can use that same strip and you can just tack on some screen, some hardware cloth. This is 1/8 inch mesh hardware cloth, and you can either turn it over and feed sugar blocks like that, put a solid inner cover on top and then a telescoping cover, or summertime you can turn the screen down and you can kick up the back lid and you've got some ventilation. So just take a minute, stop and think about what I've shown you here. By cutting your own, and then taking that 1.5 inch strip, I've gotten all these products out of that 1.5 inch strip. Or you can just buy the blanks for $10 a piece and do what you want. How about that? Is that not cool? I mean, we sell the other products, but I'm trying to get the maximum mileage for what I'm doing. And I think when you're a sustainable beekeeper, you just think that way. It's a thinking process more than anything. So I like the variety and the multi-use from the spacers. We don't waste much wood at all, not hardly any. Sawdust maybe. But there we go. I need some new inner covers and bottom boards anyway. Awesome. I thought I'd share that with you. Hope I helped somebody. Have an awesome day.